again to break your interesting conversation. But I think I was sort of advised to do two things: play a video, take a group photo, then it's a tick in the box. Then we can all relax. So without much ado, let me actually just give a little bit of background of what is the intention today. So as you know, London Business School has the Diamond Jubilee this year. So if we go to the next slide, we have the events happening across the world on around the October 2nd to October 10th kind of time frame. I think in Asia we have quite a large number of places where we have the events going on. And it also is a good time that we could launch officially the Chennai club. And it's also useful for us actually to look at what else we can do going forward. So if we move on, the worldwide alumni celebration is the global annual alumni event. And last year we had it over 25 cities, and this year I'm sure it's going to be in more cities. I had the opportunity to visit the Mumbai and Delhi event as well. I think we have a decent number of alumni there. In Chennai, I think we are supposed to have between 20 to 35 alumni from LBS, but I think that's still too small, and we would think that this particular area may actually look at hosting at least one annual event, but possibly more in between. So I will let Mr. Venkat elaborate on what we can do in the future. If we move on, we have a video which is about what LBS has done in the past and what it could do in the future. So if I may just ask the video to be played, please.
Didn't know what an entrepreneur was until Dharma Life came to his village. This enterprise, promoting entrepreneurship in remote areas, trained Ritesh to sell solar lights. They now light hundreds of homes, replacing the poisonous kerosene lamps used before. Now Ritesh has quadrupled his income and helped his community at the same time. Dharma Life's founder, Gaurav Mehta, came to LBS with the kernel of an idea. He developed it with his study group through Michael Hayes' classes and entrepreneurship summer school. His co-founders are classmates. The board includes Professor John Mullins. Dharma Life has signed up 2,000 entrepreneurs across 5 Indian states, with products distributed to over 2 million people. After Juliet Ehimuan left London Business School, she landed the top job at Google Nigeria, in a country where internet use had grown 4-fold in 5 years. Hundreds of young programmers like Yinka Ayelegbe were developing their skills and looking for the opportunity to use them. Juliet had a vision to boost Nigeria's online ecosystem, and she and her team created an initiative to launch new apps. Apps like Afrinolly, which lets users watch Nollywood films on their phones. Its team grew rapidly, and Yinka became its first female developer. Afrinolly is one of the most downloaded apps in Africa today. It's the kind of African success story Juliet was determined to build when she left LBS. needed urgent heart surgery, but the waiting list at his local hospital was more than 9 months. Dr. Anil Ori wanted to speed things up for patients like Eric. Already a successful surgeon, he came to London Business School to find a way to do it. LBS gave Anil the skills and contacts to set up his own healthcare business. He created an innovative partnership with the National Health Service, opening clinics around the UK when the critical time window for surgery was being missed. One of them fitted Eric with a pacemaker. It was in time to save his life. Regent's Park Healthcare has delivered over 100,000 operations, and it all started in the LBS incubator by Regent's Park. Anil turned 50 this year, so did London Business School, and these are just 3 among thousands of our stories. What a difference, and in just 50 years. Imagine what we will achieve together in the next 50.
That is indeed quite inspirational in a sense that I think when we associate London Business School brand, I think we see private equity investment bankers, but I think there are people who are creating profound impact in the way they actually structure their business, operate in the environment. And I think there's a lot more to do, and I think we'll discuss that and more. So if we look at what we are doing here, I may actually request Mr. Venkat from the SAP program to talk more about what we are doing on the Alumni Club and what we can potentially do now. Mr. Venkat.
Thank you, Mahesh. Good evening, friends. First of all, let me thank all of you for attending this function. We actually quite surprised to see at least this crowd here. We were worried when we started how many of us will be able to be together on this particular day. But thanks for all of you. When we saw the list given by London Business School, there are quite a few of alumni are in Chennai. And I think we need to put in some effort to see that we can bring them all together in a club or kind of a association so that we can share our thoughts. I mean, apart from regular social networking, if we can contribute something or if we can enrich our professional life, then I think it will gather momentum and there will be some traction. So I think I want to ask or invite all of you to give any suggestions you have, because any good club is as good as its members. Members can actively participate, they can contribute. Obviously, these kind of efforts give some results, and we can have some value addition. Although just meeting for a drink or a dinner is okay, but I don't think people would like to spend the time today to come and participate in such events. I think our endeavor, me and Mahesh were thinking about it. How do we make it a little more interesting, value added, so that people will be interested to attend and they will participate. So if I could ask any suggestions from any one of you, then we can put together and see how do we take it forward.
We can invite some of the professors. I think we have.
Can you use the mic so that they can record?
A few things that I think we can surely do is by inviting some of the professors. We have Loyola and Great Lakes. These are two good institutes, I think, which are based in Chennai, and we should kind of look at contacting some of those professors come and talk to us about what is happening. You know, what are the things that are trending now? What is the young generation aspiring? How things are moving? What are the things that people can look at as opportunities in the future? Some caveats in the businesses that we are all running right now, and so on and so forth. So I think it's one of the good things that was happening even in LBS. They used to invite a lot of speakers, so we need not restrict ourselves to the professors of any of these institutions. We can also look at inviting some of those high-profile CEOs or CFOs of some of these companies based here, and also identify gentlemen like Mahesh who have done different things, you know, and how they have actually had this journey doing a lot of things which normally most of us don't do. I think these are things that we can take as initiatives and start doing it. Of course, there's no one right way of doing it, and there's probably not one good way to do all the things together all at once. So we can take the first step, baby steps before we kind of mature. And I'm also extremely surprised to see a lot of faces here. And thanks everyone for coming along. And I think it's been great. I mean, I saw the email from Mahesh earlier yesterday, and I was so thrilled. Then I immediately responded saying that I want to participate, and I just jumped in. It'll be lovely to see everyone quite often, and we should meet. And I am one of those volunteers that you look up to spend 5 hours a month. I will definitely make time.
Thank you, it's very encouraging. We take your view on that. Shankar, go ahead. Shankar is a veteran in Chennai, this kind of circles, and we are associated with another forum called Indo-American Chambers. So, you can
Thank you very much, Mr. I am not an LBS alumnus. I am an alumnus from IIM Calcutta. I am an invitee here, and I am very happy that you invited me to speak. But in a sense that, all the alumni associations take a while to sort of start up, because I remember attending the inauguration of the Chennai chapter of Alumni Association 4 times. Okay? We tried to do it in 67, we tried to do it in 72, but eventually today it's a very effective one. I think the first thing is today the IMC Alumni Association is extremely effective. It meets quite often. It's also doing some pretty useful work. I think the secret is the ability to first meet on a social basis with the ladies present, and I think, and then move on to doing other things and collaborating and so on. The IMC Alumni Association today, as mentioned to Mahesh a little while ago, it runs a strategic marketing workshop every year at IIM Calcutta, and this is what they were doing the first 5 years. But subsequently, these same workshops are also being held in several business schools around. So I think we need to probably focus on one sort of initiative to begin with. It could be anything, it could be social, it could be to do with business schools. And once it kind of catches up, I think it can move forward. So I'm fairly certain with the kind of alumni that London Business School has out here. I think there's a lot of useful work both in the sphere of management education as well as the social sector. I think the Alumni Association can contribute quite a bit, including, I would say, getting some of the distinguished faculty from LBS out here. I think one can do some great work. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you, Shankar. Any other views or suggestions, Isha?
No, I think it's a
probably the oldest alumnus.
No.
Because I did my MBA in 99. So I was class 99, but it's wonderful to see after so many years, and I was just telling some time back, as soon as I came back, there weren't many alumni of London Business School. It was actually extremely difficult to get people together, but it's actually quite heartening to see that there are so many of us here in Chennai. So maybe we should keep up this good work and see how we can all collaborate and take this up forward. Thank you.
Sure, we need your support. I think one thing important is that I think we need to have your current live email addresses, because what we found one of the difficulties to organize this event was many of us have registered probably our old private email addresses and we went there. So those are in the portal, so they were not updated, or they are not updated yet. So that's one of the reasons probably many of the communications sent by either us or by the school did not reach many.